Okay, let me keep it going. All right, this is the moon right here. Now I need you to imagine a flat plate, because flat earthers believe the earth is flat and motionless. So this is the moon orbiting around the so-called flat plane. All right, I'm going to break this down step by step. So according to the flat earth model, we would see different sides of the moon. Every 24 hours, we would see a different side of the moon. Now, watch this. Okay, that's the sun. Now, this right here is the official nail in the coffin. Okay, you guys see this. All right. Let me scroll back. Let me go back. Okay, so clearly here, you see the person looking up in North America. You see the person looking up in Northern Africa. You see the person looking up in South America. Now, if the moon is supposedly above the earth and it's above a flat earth, and the moon is inside of a dome, right? It's below the dome, supposedly, right? So the guy in North America, he's going to see one side of the moon, and then the guy in Northern Africa is going to see a completely different side of the moon. These are simple laws of perspective, all right? There's no amount of emotion. There's no amount of feeling. There's no amount of belief that can get flat earthers off the hook on this subject. You see what I'm saying? Because these are simple laws of perspective. So if we're dealing with a moon that's in the dome, supposedly, and it's supposedly going over a flat earth, different people on different continents are going to see different sides of the moon. As a matter of fact, if this bullshit model was actually real, people would see the moon every day. And it is a fact that, certain people on certain sides of the earth go days without seeing the moon, because the moon has an irregular orbit around the earth. So there's certain parts of the earth that don't even see the moon for like a few fucking days. But according to this play school model, the moon is in motion to where it's seen every day on the earth. And that's not even true. But getting back to the laws of perspective, the person in North America, the person in South America, the person in the Caribbean, the person in Central America, the person in Northern Africa, all going to be seeing different sides of the moon every day, according to this model. The person in North America is supposed to be seeing the front side of the moon. Person in South America is supposed to be seeing the back side of the moon. Person in Northern Africa is supposed to be seeing the other side of the moon. All right, this is a three-dimensional universe. Flat earthers, flat brainers. This is a three-dimensional universe. You're not in cartoon land. You know what I'm saying? This isn't fucking Bugs Bunny and Yosemite Sam and the fucking Roadrunner. This is 3D reality, which means if the moon was orbiting a flat plane, it would be able to be viewed by different people on multiple continents at the same time. So the same time this person in North America sees it, all right, the person in the Caribbean would see the bottom side of the moon. So the person in the Caribbean would see the bottom of the moon. The person in North America would see the front side of the moon. The person in Africa would see the side of the moon. The person in South America would see the back side of the moon. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 different perspectives just based on this graph. All right, based on this graph, when the moon goes in between, or when the moon goes over the Atlantic Ocean, people have to see it from 4 different perspectives. Caribbean, North America, South America, and Northern Africa, and Europe. So that's 5. That's 5 different sides of the moon that would have to be seen every day. And we know that it is a fact that only one side of the moon has been visible to humanity. All right, as far as we can document, the earth and humans on the earth have only been able to see one side of the moon as far as humanity has ever existed on earth. All right, and that can only be explained by Earth's curvature blocking the full view of the moon, and the moon being positioned and orbiting the earth in a way to where only one side of the moon shows itself to the earth. All right, and that is because the moon does not rotate. All right, the moon orbits the earth. The moon orbits the spherical earth, but the moon does not spin like the earth spins. So once again, the moon orbits the earth, but the moon does not spin. Like, if you put a basketball on your middle finger and you spin the basketball, the earth spins the exact same way. But the moon does not spin like that at all. The moon is stagnant. The moon is still and stagnant. It does not spin, but it still moves and orbits around the earth. All right? And because of the earth's curvature and the distance that the moon is away from the earth, we can only see one side of the moon. No matter where we are on the whole earth, we can only see one side of the moon. Once again, that's because of earth's curvature blocking the full view of the moon and the particular distance that the moon is away from the earth. All right? That is why we can only see one side of the moon, going back to the whole history of humanity on the earth. All right? And that is not an opinion. That is not a feeling. That is a documented, certified, forensic, scientific fact. All right? Also, this particular graph and this visualization completely debunks the flat earth. Because like I said, if the moon was supposedly, right above us and supposedly below a glass dome or whatever the fuck, we would be seeing this from different continents, and people would be seeing the back side of the moon. People would be seeing the front side, the actual other side, and then the bottom, the direct bottom of the moon. It would all be seen on different continents. So, it definitely debunks the model. Flat earthers have to come up with a different model. Because like I said, it can't be this. It can't be. You guys, you have to stop living in dreamland. It's not good to lie to yourself. It's really not. It's not healthy at all to lie to yourself. That's never healthy. But yeah, this in a nutshell, the moon's movement completely debunks the preschool flat earth model, flat earth, flat brain model. Once again, you see the person in North America, the person in South America, the person in Northern Africa, all seeing different sides of the moon. And this is what it would look like. If you look at the top of the screen, that's what it would look like. We would literally see different sides of the moon over the fucking earth if this flat earth model was correct. But it's not. It's not. Only one side of the moon has been visible to humanity on earth as far as humanity existed on earth. And like I said, the best way that can be explained is Earth's curvature blocking the full view of the moon from, humans on earth, and the particular distance that the moon is away from the globe Earth. all right, to where only one side of the earth can view the moon at one time, and we can only see one side of the moon at, period. That, once again, that's because of Earth's curvature, and that's because the distance of the moon from the earth. It's at a perfect distance to where when Earth spins, we can only see one side of the moon. Right? The moon the moon was strategically placed right in Earth's orbit at the perfect distance. It was placed at the perfect distance from the earth to where we can only see one side of it. And the curvature of the earth doesn't help at all, because the curvature of the earth blocks the any other view of the moon. You see what I'm saying? If you look at it on a heliocentric model, it makes perfect sense. But like I said, this flat earth, flat brain shit makes no sense. Does anybody have pictures of the bottom of the moon? Does anybody have pictures of the back of the moon? Does anybody have pictures of the sides of the moon? And guess what? Even if you try to come up with a lie and say that the moon is flat like a disc, guess what? We would see the bottom of the disc-shaped moon, and then we would see the thin side of the disc-shaped moon. We would also see the moon flattened out, and we would see the sides of that flat disc coin-shaped moon. So either way you go, whether you say it's spherical or whether you say it's flat, we would still all be seeing different sides of the moon and different perspectives of the moon on different continents. Like I said, it's not emotion, it's not feeling, it's none of that. It's straight facts. All right? That's why people hate me. That's why, so many people are trying to silence me. So many platforms are trying to censor me. You're going to get the cold, hard, raw, unfiltered truth on this platform. All right? This shit is debunked, man. You guys fell for a CIA psyop. Tila Tequila, B.O.B., Neil deGrasse Tyson, they all got paid off. NASA, Obama, they all got paid off to promote it. And you guys that think you're woke, you fell for it because you're so fucking obsessed with the mainstream and you're so fucking obsessed with the celebrity world that whatever those motherfuckers say, you just jump on it automatically without questioning anything. You just, the earth flat? Oh, shit, I guess he's right. NASA lies to us, which is true, and B.O.B. said the earth flat, so shit, it must be flat. No, that's not how you critically think. That's not how critical thinking goes, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry. All right? Look at that. Completely debunked. Completely debunks, the whole entire flat earth model. We got to be saying at least 5 to 6 different sides of the moon every night. You know what I'm saying? So, you flat earthers, you will never be able to explain your model forensically, mathematically, scientifically, through real documented archaeological data or documented historical data. You actually will never be able to explain your model. But I'm going to leave this video on that note. All right. This was just debunking the flat earth nonsense, by showing the movement of the moon. All right. Completely debunks the flat brain play school flat earth model. All right. So next up, I'm going to have about 2 more methods or 2 more documented facts that completely debunk the play school, preschool, flat brain, flat earth model. So with all that being said, that's all I had to say. I appreciate everyone who supports RFG and Atlantean movement. Please like and share this video. Stay safe. It's the chosen one. I'm out.